Last night we had a terrible frost, -5, the first really severe frost of the season, and I thought we'd go around today and have a look at the garden, see what effects that has had on the different plants and what action needs to be taken. Let's have a look. Well, this is our tomato bushes. Look at what the frost has done there. That's just drooping down, sickly, translucent kind of green colour. The cells have been totally smashed by the frost last night. This plant will not last another few days. Time to take it out. Same deal with the capsicum. There's a little capsicum forming here, but you can see the leaves have been absolutely shattered by the frost. Time for the capsicums to go too. Chilies. That's the end of the season for the chilies. You can see all the new growth there. It's just been burnt by the frost. It's now drooping down. Time to cut your losses, remove the chilies and move on to the winter crops. The dahlias have been totally smashed by the frost. They look like they're melting almost. That's from the way that the frost shatters, the cells freeze, and that shatters the cell walls, and that they look like they're just melting away now. Totally lost. We won't get any more dahlias this season. The season is over for dahlias. You can see the leaves here as well. They go this kind of translucent green. They're on their way out. I probably won't dig these out today, unlike the annual vegetables, tomatoes and chilies, etc., that I'm just going to remove today. I'll probably leave this for a week or two, just because the dahlia is a tuber. It might suck back some of the chlorophyll in these leaves just over the next week, so they'll go a browny colour. It'll try and pull down some of that energy back into the tuber. So the post-frost action for a dahlia would be wait for a week or so to see whether the tuber can capture any of the energy that's in the leaves, etc., and then after that cut all the stems down to ground level. Here's our tomato vine. It's been badly affected by the frost. First thing to do is to remove all of these twine that we attach the plant with. That's a good reason to use the string. It's very easy to remove at this point. All that hard work we did planting, supporting the vine, cut all that off. This string is very good because it's biodegradable. Okay, the support's all removed. Just need to untangle the vine from the support. Alright, at the bottom there, first thing to do is just to pull it out by the roots and then shake all the soil off right here into the bed. And there's the tomatoes. What do you reckon, Jay? Well, if you have a tomato bush that's been affected by frost, but still has green tomatoes on it, don't despair. Just be patient. Hang it up like I've done here on some kind of support just by the roots, and gradually you'll see these tomatoes will start to ripen. So long as they're not absolutely dark green, So long as they've got a little bit of lime colour on them anywhere, then eventually they will ripen up. But be patient, so don't throw them out. Don't throw out all the green tomatoes on the vine. Just keep them somewhere, and it may take a few weeks for them to ripen up. If you really want to hasten the process, you might put them in a bit of warmth. But just be patient and don't waste all these potentially ripeable tomatoes. Here are the capsicums. That's finished for the season. Chilies gone. The coming of the frost is not all bad. It marks the transition into the winter crops. So I've taken away all the tomatoes. You can see we've now got climbing peas and beans, and then brassicas all along this line here. So all this stuff we've had planted the seeds, germinated the seeds for these about 6 weeks ago in anticipation of this transition, and they've been growing in seedling trays during that time, and now we just swap them over when the frost sensitive plants die off.